Hey guys, Mythos Gamer here with our 6th turn of our first game. I'm going to go ahead and move our player token from Joe over to Mandy. Upkeep phase, not going to do anything again this turn. Going to just leave everybody where they're at and move on to our movement phase. Alright, we have to keep in mind that everyone's movement is reduced by 1. So starting with Mandy, her speed is only going to be at 2. She has 4 clue tokens, so we're going to move her 1, 2, pick up this 5th one. Alright, we have Daryl over here in the Dreamlands. He's going to go ahead and move out. And he's going to get an Explored token. Bob has a movement of 4, so it's reduced to 3. He's pretty beat up right now. He's taking 3 stamina damage, so we're going to go ahead and move him 1, 2, 3 over to the hospital. And finally Joe Diamond. He's going to move even further into the Dreamlands. Alright, moving on to our Arkham Encounters phase. We have Mandy at Independence Square. I'm going to draw an encounter card. Let's see. Independence Square. A shadow falls across you from no apparent source, and you shiver with more than just cold. Pass a will -1 check, or lose 1 stamina and 1 sanity. Alright, Mandy has a will of 3 right now, so we're going to roll 2 die. A 1 and a 6, so we pass. Next we have Daryl. He's going to make a lore check and attempt to seal this gate. He has a lore of 2. And he did not succeed. Not a big deal. It'd probably be better if Joe Diamond came out next turn and sealed it anyway, so that's probably better now that you look at it that he didn't seal it. We have Bob at St. Mary's Hospital. And instead of drawing an encounter card, we're going to use St. Mary's Hospital Medical Care. Instead of having an encounter here, you may recover stamina by receiving medical care. You may either regain 1 stamina for free, or pay $2 to restore your stamina to its maximum value. We got $4, we're going to go ahead and spend 2 of it, and get him back up to full. And finally we have Joe Diamond in the Dreamlands. We're going to draw an Otherworld encounter card. We have a blue one with the Dreamlands on it. As you are climbing the cliffs in the underworld, your pocket gets caught and tears open. Pass a speed -1 check or lose all your money. Well, right now he has a speed of 3. We lowered it to get a sneak up pretty high. Also, because of the raining cats and dogs, we have a further -1 check. So we're only going to roll 1 dice for this. 4. We did not pass. But Joe actually has no money anyway, so that's not a problem. Now for our Mythos phase. One thing I wanted to point out for newer players, at the beginning of Mythos phase, I've been automatically putting a Doom counter on the track. It's actually not the way it's supposed to be done. You're supposed to put a Doom counter on here whenever a new gate opens up. I've just been assuming we're going to have a new gate open up each turn. That doesn't always happen. Now that we have 4 gates on the board, especially at the Black Cave and the Graveyard, there's a pretty good chance that we might have a surge. So we're going to go ahead and draw our Mythos card. And like I just said, the Graveyard. Since we already have a gate open there, we're going to have a surge. Alright, we already have 4 monsters in Arkham. Because we're playing with 4 investigators, the limit is 7. We had a surge, we have 4 investigators and 4 gates open. So we're bringing in 4 monsters. That means 3 are going into Arkham and 1 will be going into the outskirts. First, we'll just go in the table order of where everything is. First, closest gate, will be the Witch House. So let's see what we draw out of our monster bag. A Hound of Tyndalos. A square with a -1 to sneak. He has physical immunity. When it moves, the Hound of Tyndalos moves directly to the nearest investigator inside the location in Arkham, other than the hospital or asylum. Pretty nasty monster. He's going to the same place the Dole is, so we'll definitely want to stay clear of that area. Alright, I have him set up there. I'm going to go ahead and go to our bag and get our next monster. It will be going at the Black Cave. And we drew a vampire. -3 to sneak. It is undead, has physical resistance, and a pretty nasty physical attack. Alright, there's the vampire hanging out with Daryl. And finally we're going to draw a monster for the graveyard. A Maniac. -1 to sneak. If the tear level is at least 6, Maniac's fight rate increases to -2, his combat damage increases to 3 stamina, and he gains endless. And then on top of that, Azathoth has the Worshipper's ability, giving Maniacs an increased toughness by 1. So Maniac by itself normally isn't that bad, but once the tear level gets up, which isn't very good with our Disturbing the Dead rumor, they get pretty nasty. There's our Maniac at the graveyard. And finally, to draw one more monster, we'll be going to the outskirts. A Warlock. -2 to sneak. Magical immunity. If you pass a combat check against Warlock, return it to the box and gain 2 clue tokens. We'll put him right there. Alright, that is the end of our monster surge. Next will be our clue. Alright, our clue appears at the Unvisited Isle. Throw one down there. And now for monster movement. Alright, we're probably going to have some active monsters after that monster surge. I will just go in order. We're going to have the square and diamond go with the white arrow. So the hound going to the French Hill. And that's it. That is our only square. No diamonds. And then we have black circle. Our Dole is finally moving. He's following the hound. The French Hill is not somewhere you want to be right now. And then we also have our Migo moving to East Town. That's the end of our monster movement. And finally the text. Solar Eclipse. Another environment card replacing our Raining Cats and Dogs. Due to the interference of the solar eclipse, no spells may be cast. Well, lucky for us, we haven't been using any spells at all, so really doesn't affect us. Now we will go on to our Disturbing the Dead and roll a die. Hopefully no 1s or 2s. I'll re-roll that since it's on the edge. Dang. Should have stuck with that 6. Alright, Terror Track goes up. And I'm going to draw the first ally off the top of the deck. Who do we lose? Oliver Morgan. I'm sorry, Oliver Grayson. I forgot to mention that I had put him in here. He's actually a promo from the Ghouls of Biscatonic book. He's the only card that I'm currently using in this game that is not from the base set.